let me show you the one big problem with the Galaxy S24 phones that most people are not talking about. On the left here, I have the tried and tested S21 Ultra. On the right here, I have the brand new S24 Ultra. Now for a second, let's look at the colors. On the left here, you can see the screen is much more vivid, richer in color. Overall, on the right, you can tell that the screen is kind of dull. Let's focus on the red on this chrome icon right here. Look at the difference. It is a bit different in the color here, and on the right you can see that it is a little bit washed out. Look at the colors of the camera icon. This looks much more richer in color. The color is popping out a little bit, and this one looks way dull. Look at Jaguar's bow here. The green here is again a different color. This one looks kind of dull. So that is the overall experience you're getting right off the bat on the home screen. And even Jaguar's tongue, look at this. It looks way pink on the S21 Ultra, and it is again dull on the S24 Ultra. So this is the difference I'm talking about. When you see such a drastic difference, you may wonder if there is any difference in the settings between the S21 Ultra and the S24 Ultra. So let's look at the settings. So going into the settings, they are both set to dark display mode, so that shouldn't affect it. The brightness is kind of the same because it's adaptive. They are set at the same levels. Adaptive brightness is turned on. Let's go further down. The motion smoothness is again adaptive. Eye comfort shield is turned off on both. Now adaptive color tone is not something that applies to the S21 Ultra. That is a new feature, but again, when you turn this on, the screen looks much warmer in color, so that does not apply to this difference test. Anyways, it's turned off. And this is the big one, the screen mode right here. The screen mode is vivid on both. The resolution is both QHD, and that is the resolution that is highest on these phones. And let's look at the screen mode here, vivid on both. Now here's where the difference is. As you can tell, the colors are popping on the S21 Ultra. This looks kind of washed out. Let's look at another image here. Now this is another picture. These colors, the blueberries, look at the blueberries. They're so different in the two screens that you can tell the difference easily. And here is the last picture, and this is the picture of a sky. Again, this is way richer in color in the vivid mode on the S21 Ultra. The white balance is set to the same. I didn't even touch those, so those should not be a factor. Now let's go into the advanced settings and take a look if there's any difference. And as you can tell, the advanced settings is also identical, so that should not be a factor as well in vivid mode. Now watch this. Let's go to the first picture, back to the first picture here. And now let's do something. Let's change the S21 Ultra to natural, and you can tell that there's a drastic difference when you switch from vivid to natural. As you can tell, the difference is very much noticeable. Watch this. On the S24 Ultra, change it to natural, it looks almost identical to vivid. There's a very subtle change, a very minimal change that you can notice. Let's look at the natural on both of these. See, you can tell that they look identical or almost identical in the natural mode, but in vivid mode, when you switch it on the S21 Ultra, there's a drastic pop in the color, very rich colors, completely different experience. So that, my friends, is the difference between the old S21 Ultra, 3 gens old, and this is the latest S24 Ultra. The vivid mode colors are much better on the old S21 Ultra. How could a flagship phone such as the S24 Ultra, which is supposed to compete with the likes of the Apple iPhone and Google Pixel, be released with such a prominent defect? After all, what do you do mostly with a smartphone? You look at the screen. At the time of producing this video, there are 2 rumors floating around the internet when you search for Galaxy S24 screen issues. The first rumor is that Samsung has said they will fix this issue with a software update. Now nobody knows. There is no official statement from Samsung confirming this. And the second rumor is that Samsung has said this is how it's supposed to be. This is what the screen looks like, and there is not going to be a change. Now that would be disappointing for a lot of Samsung users. The unfortunate part is Samsung has not acknowledged the issue or announced anything officially. Now the biggest question is, if you have an S23 Ultra or S22 Ultra or even the S21 Ultra, should you upgrade? The S21 Ultra and even the other two, S22 and S23s, they are supposedly getting the latest One UI 6 update sometime this year. And that update should bring all these bragged about AI features such as call assist and note assist, circle to search and all those options to your S21 Ultra or even the S22 and 23s. And honestly, the build quality comparing the S21 to the S24 Ultra, it is not much of a difference. The one difference I noticed with the S24 Ultra is a much longer battery life, and that could be because of two reasons. One, they've made the screen much dull, and this is also a new phone, so the battery has not taken a lot of usage and hits, which is why it lasts much longer. Now, as far as camera and picture quality goes, you be the judge. Here are some side-by-side pictures taken with the S21 Ultra on the left and then the S24 Ultra on the right. And here is Santa. On the left is the S21 Ultra. The colors look a little bit lighter. On the right, the reds look a little bit more red. The greens look more green. Definitely a color pop on the S24 Ultra. The S21 Santa looks a little bit more whiter. That is more accurate color. And here's a picture of an indoor plant. On the right is the S24 Ultra, which looks a little bit lighter, but the picture quality is very close. However, the winner here might be the S24 Ultra, as it has a little bit of a better looking image. And here is an image of Max. The siding on the left on the S21 Ultra looks a little bit darker. The picture quality is very close. Better crisp looking image on the S24. However, the sides, look at the bricks on the side. They're more green and vibrant on the S21 Ultra. And here Max, the background separation is very good on the S24. The ground is represented better on the S24 Ultra. More details on the ground here, but the picture quality is pretty much good on both. And the sky looks very darker on the left on the S21 Ultra. The S24 Ultra, however, looks a little bit wider, a little bit lighter. The branches are more orange on the S24. However, background separation is better on the S24. And here's Jaguar's picture on the left. The S21 Ultra, I think, did a much better job. The grass looks more accurately represented on the S21. The right, the AI probably gave it a pop. I don't know. It does not look as good as the S21 Ultra. This image on the right looks much more vibrant on the S24, and you can see the sky is again lighter, background separation is better. The sunset on the extreme right looks a little bit more popping on the S24. Let me know in the comment section what you decided to do with your Galaxy S24 series phone. Now, if you have decided to keep the S24 Ultra, I have made a video with the top 10 tips that can make your S24 Ultra much better to use. That video is right here. I would really appreciate a thumbs up, and if you subscribe, I'll be really thankful. Catch you in the next one.